This video contains major spoilers for the Season 2 finale of The Mandalorian. The Star Wars sequels are fairly controversial. Some people like them, some people don't. This video isn't about whether the sequels are good, but about what the sequels mean for the Star Wars timeline. Things in the sequels aren't great. Luke failed to restart the Jedi. The New Republic is destroyed, and the Resistance is barely hanging on. The state of things in the sequels suggests that everything that happened in the original trilogy era was for nothing. Everything the rebellion fought for amounted to nothing when the First Order destroyed the New Republic. Darth Vader turning to the light and killing the Emperor was for nothing, since Luke fails to bring the Jedi back. That last point is pretty important, and it's why The Mandalorian must create a new timeline. After 2 seasons, Din Djarin finally manages to bring Grogu to Luke Skywalker, who takes Grogu to train in the Force. What does this mean for Grogu's fate? Does Kylo Ren kill him? Does he escape? It would suck if The Mandalorian's quest to return Grogu to the Jedi ended with him either being killed or having to escape and return to hiding. He would have been better off staying with Din. Grogu was such a central part of the show up to this point, so I think it's likely we'll see him again. It's possible they'll come up with some reason why Grogu wasn't around to be killed by Kylo Ren, but unless a new timeline is created, there can never really be a satisfying end to Grogu's story. If he manages to survive, he could probably come out of hiding at the end of The Rise of Skywalker, but he would only be around 30 years older. He would probably still be a child at this point. My guess would maybe be around the equivalent of a human 10-year-old. But we don't know enough about how this species ages to say. He would still need training, and there would be no one left to train him. Rey is the closest thing to a Jedi around this time, but she hardly has any training herself. So in order for the events of The Mandalorian to not be for nothing, not to mention the events of the entire original trilogy, there needs to be a new timeline where everything doesn't go bad like in the sequels. Otherwise, The Mandalorian Season 2 ended with Grogu most likely being sentenced to death. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for future content like this. Thanks for watching.